Already we have two Panchan Lamas. One is we recognized, we don't know the whereabouts. Another is made in China. And I'm sure there will be a 15th is known as Dalai Lama, again made in China. And we have already two 17th Karmapas. One is recognized by his own as another one from Shrama Rinpoche. We are not ready for another Karmapa, which is again made in China. I want to know if there is any effort made by CTA to bring back 17th Karmapa back to India.
Now, His Holiness Dalai Lama endorsed Gendin Chökyi Nyima as the reincarnation of Panchen Lama, 10th Panchen Lama. This is very important. I use the word endorsed, not recognized. We make this mistake. Even sometimes in the Tibetan government literature also, we make the mistake of saying Dalai Lama recognized, Panchen Lama. No. Dalai Lamas and Panchen Lama don't recognize each other. They endorse each other. Dalai Lamas was selected and recognized by Ganden Podang, and Panchen Lamas are selected and found and recognized by Tashlumpa Monastery. But endorsement, sometimes you endorse each other. But then endorsement is different from recognition. Recognition gives you the authority to decide whether you are genuine or not. Endorsement does not. For example, there is a prime minister candidate in India. Some of the chief ministers might endorse adds legitimacy, but does not make him or break him, right? So that's the distinction we must make. So His Holiness Dalai Lama endorsed Gendin Chökyi Nyima as Panchen Lama because he was already found by the Tashlumpa Monastery, by the committees established by the Chinese government. Chökyi Rinpoche led it. He was appointed by the Chinese government. And His Holiness endorsed it, made the announcement. Now, because of paranoia, this is the weakness of Chinese government. They kidnapped him, made him disappear, and in his place they put Gyaltsen Nobu or the fake Chinese Panchen Lama. They made a terrible mistake. I've talked to Chinese officials and scholars. They all agree they made a terrible mistake because they were in physical possession of Gendin Chökyi Nyima, the genuine Panchen Lama, endorsed by the Dalai Lama. Imagine Gendin Chökyi Nyima walking around in China, around the world. Tibetans in Tibet will accept that as the genuine Panchen Lama. Chinese will accept that as Panchen Lama. Tibetans in exile will accept the Panchen Lama because he was endorsed by the Dalai Lama. And Europeans and Americans, the whole of Himalayan region would accept Gendin Chökyi Nyima as the real Panchen Lama. Now he presides over the selection of the next Dalai Lama. He will add legitimacy. He does not recognize, but his endorsement will add legitimacy. Right? And they made a mistake. They kidnapped him, they made it disappear and brought a duplicate one. Now we say a duplicate one, we'll select a duplicate Dalai Lama, right? So, in that sense, as a matter of faith, there's a clarity. Gyaltsen Nobu is a duplicate one. Gendin Chökyi Nyima is the original one. Our faith is with him. So that way, no matter what Chinese government does, it doesn't make any difference to us.
The success factor going forward is, I think as it was brought out, the fake Panchen Lama will identify, endorse, select a fake Dalai Lama. And in my view, it's almost inevitable that China will bring up its own candidate. How do we make the real Dalai Lama successful and accepted? I think there are important, what I would call, political conditions for that. One of which is that all important schools of Tibetan Buddhism, all important centers of the Buddhist Tibetan community, all important religious lamas and non-religious important Tibetan leaders should endorse and back the choice of the Garden for Trust. When there is unity in the Tibetan community, the right choice will succeed. If we allow the Chinese government to break this unity, either through corruption, through coercion, etc., and this has nothing to do with India, nothing to do with the United States, nothing to do with any other country. It's entirely to be done within the Tibetan community and Tibetan Buddhist circles. If there is unity backing the Dalai Lama, whether India stands, India falls, India does this, India does that, United States does this, that, really doesn't matter. You will be able to hold on to a 800-year tradition for much longer. These traditions are ages old. We don't even understand how they work. But you can hold on to that institution if there is unity. If that unity breaks, I'm afraid we will have a lot more problems than we do.